Hello and welcome to this Easter Sunday broadcast. Master Race Cars Rallycross Championship Season 2 enters Round 4. We're officially halfway through the championship today on Sunday the 17th of April with the Shanker T16 mod in Live for Speed at Blackwood MRC Rallycross 2, a custom configuration made for this league specifically. And let's jump straight in and see what is going on today. So yeah, as I mentioned, we're at Round 4 of the championship at Blackwood Rallycross 2. In the MRC Rallycross Championship Series. Just Fern Bay RX2 and West Hill to go on May 8th. The final 2 rounds of the championship will be back-to-back rounds, one weekend after another, but we do have a couple of weeks out after this one. So yeah, just make a note of that in your diaries if you're planning on attending or watching. So yeah, without any further ado, let's have a look at the track itself. This one is a bit different. We have the cars starting some way down the back straight as it happens, and entering turn 1 a little bit later after the finish line. The finish line is actually kind of on the Blackwood 1, the run up to the normal Blackwood GP circuit first corner. The Joker lap is the normal Blackwood chicane, but we are taking it in the reverse direction. And then we enter into the Blackwood Rallycross section, the first section of Rallycross, before turning left back down that home straight. The cars will start halfway down the back straight, so we'll end up with actually 3.5 laps and 4.5 laps respectively across the heats and the finals today. So yes, as I said before, the first heat race set will be 3.5 laps at 1:30 UTC. Then heat 2 the same again, heat 3 the same again, and then it looks like we're going to only be having an A final because we have 6 participants ready to go today. All right, that's the track. Let's have a look at the car. The car that we're all familiar with so far is the Shanker T16 mod in Live for Speed, the 2-litre inline-4 all-wheel drive 440 brake horsepower car by Tim Dicknodder, which is pretty rapid around here. And the drivers are almost ready to get going in the background, but before they do that, we do just about have time to run through the Drivers' Championship. Tim Dicknodder leading now after 3 rounds, 51 points ahead of Michael Malik in P2 with 42 points. Then it's Daniel Baller, Rafael Costa, Matthias Malinowski, Jaroslav Donlik, Gabor Gier, Martin Kapal, Wolfgangus Goodis, Jimmy Vertinen, Jamie Tressida, Jared Mead, and then Hassan Talha Unsal there with 7 points in P13. All right, we are waiting then for the start of the first heat. The first heat race will be contested by Rafael Costa, Matthias Malinowski, Michael Malik, Tim Dicknodder, Sorry, yes, not Tim Dicknotter, just Rafael Costa, Matthias Malinowski, and Michael Malik. Heat 2 will be Tim Dicknotter, Martin Kapal, and Teemu Sarkkinen. All right, we're almost ready to go. Thinking back to round 3, it was pretty tightly contested. We had some of the closest finishes we'd had in the series so far. And we're expecting similar things today as we head to the grid now for the start of the first race. And here are our cars lined up on the grid. And they are away in the background somewhere as they make their way down to the first corner. Here they are, Rafael Costa leading them down to the first corner. They've just gone past the Joker lap. Of course, they can't take the Joker before the start-finish line, so they can't take it until they've completed one racing lap. Michael Malik has dropped, no, he's up to P2. It's Malinowski who's dropped slightly further down, running the name Fersen today rather than his normal nickname. But it is Rafael Costa who runs through and over the first jump around this 180-degree left-hander before we enter the track once more. The cars have already been here once, of course. Start-finish line just behind them there. You can just see it in shot. And as they run through, it looks like the back two are taking their Joker lap. Malinowski and Michael Malik take the Joker lap. And Rafael Costa then off on his way down to complete the first lap. We're on lap 2 now, and a nice entry into the lap 4. Rafael Costa. Over the jump goes Michael Malik, a little bit sideways. Makes the landing a little bit awkward for himself. Here is Malinowski going very nicely sideways over the second jump. 180-degree left-hander once again. Very, very quick-fire heat races these will be. And will Costa decide to take his Joker now or on the final lap? He's taking it now. So that is all 3 cars completing their Joker lap. And as you can see, Rafael Costa has made good on his pace from the first lap and comes out well into the lead ahead of Michael Malik. Michael Malik desperately needs really good points here today if he wants to challenge Tim Dicknotter in the lead of the championship. Malinowski a little bit off the pace today. Normally he's right up there, but these 3 a little bit spread out as we head into the final lap. Only a couple of corners to go for Rafael Costa, and that will be that for Heat 1, Race 1. Cleanly through for the other 2 as well, as they all come onto the final corner. And it is Rafael Costa who looks set to win this first heat race. Here he comes to the line, and it will be a pretty quick time. That looked very, very smooth. Very few errors from the top 2 at all, but Malinowski a little bit off the pace as Michael has a bit of an incident there coming to the first jump. All right, let's get full classification of those results. There we are then. Rafael Costa wins in 2 minutes 29.45 ahead of Michael Malik. Malinowski P3, and Rafael Costa getting the fastest lap, a 41.53. Let's see how the drivers in Heat 1, Race 2 will fare. Tim Dicknotter, Martin Kapal, and Teemu Sarkkinen will take to the start grid for race number 2. And that's coming up in just a moment's time. But yes, Rafael Costa once again looks like he is the man to beat at the early stages of the heats. He's yet to win overall. But yes, we are set then for the start of race number 2. Tim Dicknotter, Martin Kapal, and Teemu Sarkkinen line up on the grid, and they are away. Very clean away, but in the middle there, Martin Kapal not getting the best of starts. Drops to the back. And that is Tim Dicknotter. No, sorry, Sarkkinen going for his Joker lap. Tim DC and Martin deciding to stay out. And yeah, Tim taking quite a wide line there, but it seems to have worked in his favour. Martin Kapal not able to close up, and Tim already with a huge lead and a huge air over the first jump. He must have taken that first corner super nicely. cleanly over the jump. Martin trying to follow along in his wheel tracks. And having said that Sarkkinen has completed his Joker, he's made a good job of the Joker because he's still right with these guys. And will Tim decide to do his Joker now? Will Martin decide now? Nope, they're going to leave it to at least lap 2. But yeah, Sarkkinen did his Joker lap before he'd even started lap 1. I'm not sure if that's allowed. I'm guessing it is. But since the cars weren't up to full speed, it could give him an advantage come the end of the race. We'll have to double check with the race stewards whether that's actually allowed. But anyway, it's happened, and Sarkkinen is catching up to the back of Martin Kapal on the track. So expect to see Martin drop to the back after his Joker. But Tim DC has a pretty handy advantage as he heads into the Joker lap. Here he goes. And then out just behind Martin, but crucially ahead of Teemu Sarkkinen. And Martin has completely botched up that final corner, tyres smoking everywhere. As they head over start-finish onto lap 3, there you can see that Martin Kapal is in second place. Oh, goodness me, Tim's messed it up. Tim has absolutely binned it. That's shocking from the championship leader. That's not what he needs at all. And Martin Kapal's chance of some good points in this heat have just become possible after that issue. And Teemu Sarkkinen could be on his way to a clean victory here. So Martin Kapal has to go through the Joker now. There he goes, and let's see where he comes out in relation to Tim Ducknodder. I think Tim will just be through, actually, but it was close in the end between those two. But anyway, Teemu Sarkkinen takes a surprise victory then in race 2, and he's happy about it. There you can hear as Tim DC comes across the line in P2. He'll be annoyed about that error that he made on the previous lap. And Martin Kapal P3, but a very close finish there in the end. Let's take a look at those results. There you are, Teemu Sarkkinen winning in 2 minutes and 28.85 with the fastest lap of a 0:41.50. Tim Ducknodder in P2, only 0.3 of a second ahead of Martin Kapal. That was the fastest heat of the 2 we've had so far, heat racing. And with that, we'll be on to Heat 2 straight away. Only 6 cars competing in this round. And it looks like we are going to have Teemu Sarkkinen, Rafael Costa, and Tim Ducknodder lining up in Heat 2, Race 1, and Martin Kapal, Michael Malek, and Matthias Malinowski in Heat 2, Race number 2. That'll be coming up in just a moment's time. But yes, a very, very nice lap and a very, very nice race from the guys in Race 2. If Tim Ducknodder hadn't have made that error, that would have been very, very fast heat indeed. But in the end, Sarkkinen stole it away. But that just proves that you have to be consistent as well. You can't just be fast over one lap. Doesn't matter what discipline of racing it is. Even in Rallycross, your pace doesn't always spare you. You have to do it time in, time out without any errors. And Tim Ducknodder, well, he needs to do everything he can in his second and third heat races to get the best grid position he can for his final. So, a reminder, the next heat race will be contested between Martin Kapal, Michael Malek, and Matthias Malinowski. And that grid will appear in front of us any second now. Just waiting for the drivers to actually join the track. And green light from the race director. We are ready to go for heat number 2. Here we are then. Martin Kapal on the right of your screens, Michael Malek in the middle, and Matthias Malinowski. Here they are from the top down in the interesting start positions that we have here in the Master Race Car Rallycross Championship. And it is a good start from Martin Kapal. He is on the inside. Will anyone take the Joker on this time? Yes, they are. Martin has gone in straight away. I think that is the best tactic. The cars aren't fully up to speed. So doing the Joker straight away probably is an advantage. Let's see. Michael Malik entering into the first lap officially now. Over the jump. Big air. Manages to get the car rotated nicely and no such errors for him. Such that befell Tim Dicknodder on the previous race. Here comes Malinowski very wide around the 180-degree left. Much tighter for Martin Kapal and Michael Malik. And Michael's already got quite a nice advantage. Will he go into the Joker now? Will he leave it? Let's see. He is moving over to the other side of the track. But nope, he wants to leave it till last. Malinowski's gone in. And, well, will he come out in relation to Martin Kapal? Well, side by side. And both making contact. And that kind of spins Martin out slightly. But, yeah, these two have just cost themselves a lot of time. So Michael, he can probably see it on the mini-map that he has in his game, that these two are now fighting. So he can afford to just take it a little bit easier and do his Joker whenever he wants to, basically. He could leave it till the last lap if he wanted. But yes, it is Malinowski up to P2 then. After that great start from Martin Kapal. Michael hasn't gone into the Joker, so he's going to leave it till the final lap. But look at the gap that he's got. That is the biggest gap we've seen so far today. Malinowski a little bit twitchy on the entry. A lot of speed there. That's going to give Martin an advantage on the exit. Not enough, actually. Not enough overspeed. But the tyres certainly lighting up today. Oh, and Malinowski hits the wall, and that allows flame through. And that's gone very wrong for Malinowski. So after his disappointing Heat 1, his disappointment continues into Heat 2. Let's watch Michael Malik. Let's see how he approaches the Joker. Malinowski been handed an unsafe rejoin after the Joker lap by our race director, Jonathan Palmer, and a very clean Joker there from Michael Malik, just taking the Blackwood chicane very nicely. And across the line, Michael Malik wins in, well, 2 minutes 29.12, followed by Martin Kapal, and then at some point in the... There we are, there he goes. Malinowski crosses the line in P3. Let's take a look at those results. There we have them. Michael Malik winning in 2:29.12 with the fastest lap of 42.2, so slightly slower paced heat this one. But it doesn't matter. He's got the points he needs, and it is Martin Kapal and Matthias Malinowski in P2 and P3. Malinowski 10 seconds off the lead there, so not ideal. And here we go then for next heat. The next heat race, Heat 2, Race 2, will be between Teemu Sarkkinen, Rafael Costa, and Tim Dicknodder. Here they are lining up on the grid. On the left, it is Teemu Sarkkinen, Rafael Costa, and Tim Dicknodder on the right of your screen. Very even start from those three, and it is Sarkkinen doing the Joker again on his first. Costa's managed to get ahead of Tim while we were watching that. Just about. Tim might be able to hold the line around the outside. Yes, he does. That was a good effort. And Costa then has it all to do once again, and he's actually done what Tim did what Tim did in the first heat, and sent himself into one of the tyre walls, very wide again through the 180, and that's given Tim a little bit of breathing room. Sarkkinen, so far, looks to have the advantage. Rafael and Tim getting together a little bit in turn 1 has meant that they are all bunched together again, and no one taking the Joker lap this time. Tim just needs a few clean laps. He cannot afford to make the same mistake he made last time. Let's watch him as he heads into this section. Very, very, very committed. Oh, goodness me, so close to the tyres. Sarkkinen has managed to catch up to Costa as well. This is a great heat so far from Sarkkinen. Costa might end up holding him up a bit, which might favour Tim DC. But let's wait and see. Will any of these guys now choose to do their Jokers? Tim isn't. Will Rafael? Does Rafael want to get caught up behind Sarkkinen? No, he doesn't. He's gone in. And now he has to attack. Look at the advantage Sarkkinen has. Even though it's only a tiny little kink in the Joker, it's enough to cost you a whole bunch of time. And as Tim comes through, he's crashed. Oh, has he? Oh, no, he hasn't. I thought he'd taken just the wrong line through the first jump. He was lucky there. That looked pretty sketch. Wasn't as smooth as we've seen from other drivers. And Sarkkinen really needs to push now. 2.5 seconds. I don't think you lose that much time in the Joker, so Tim might have it all wrapped up here as we are on the final lap. Tim has yet to serve his Joker. Let's see what he does. Watching from the rear, actually, of Tim. You can just see Sarkkinen there approaching. It's going to be close, but he's just about got it. Can Sarkkinen get him on the exit? Yes, he can. A bit of body barging, but that's okay in Rallycross. We don't mind. Sarkkinen takes a win in Heat 2. Tim DC has to settle for P2, and Rafael Costa, well, he'll be disappointed with that. P3. That was an exciting end. And I honestly did not expect Sarkkinen to be able to close that gap up and then get the lead. So that was a good effort. Sarkkinen wins ahead of Tim Ducknodder and Rafael Costa. Malinowski must have been waiting around on the grid. He was not in that race and therefore is not classified. But a 41.3, very, very nice fastest lap from Tim Ducknodder. Fastest heat so far, but it went the way of Teemu Sarkkinen. And we will now head to heat number 3 in this race. So we're just waiting for the drivers from heat number 3 to pop onto the grid. And it looks like we're going to have Michael Malik, Martin Kapal, and Matthias Malinowski. All of the M's. In fact, a lot of M's there. 5 M's for Heat 3 Race 1. And Heat 3 Race 2 will be contested between Teemu Sarkkinen, Tim Ducknodder, and Rafael Costa. So the restart coming up in just a moment's time for our 5th race in round 4 of Master Race Cars Rallycross Championship. And here come the starters' orders. So from right to left, as you're looking at it, it's Michael Malik, Malinowski, and Martin Kapal. Long hold, and we are racing. Not a good start from Malinowski. Great start from Michael Malik, though, as he moves to the inside to take turn 1. No one going into the Joker. Michael going into the Joker this time. A little bit slow in the middle of the apex, but he's got it back on track now. And these two, they can't afford to fight. They've got to be clean. Martin's got to stick this lap. He's got to make it very, very smooth. Oh, goodness me, very wide. And I think a little bit of a touch of the apex, maybe. Again, very, very tight to the apex for Martin. That's not always the best thing to do. Did look a bit awkward. But so far, so good from these guys. Officially, in the driver's briefing, it was said that the racing was 3.5 and 4.5 laps. And you can see why, because we haven't even completed lap 1 yet. Lap 1 is at the end of this straight here. Martin's just coming up to it. In the background, you saw Malinowski take his Joker, and look how far out behind Michael Malik he came. Michael Malik's had a brilliant run so far, and is already closing up to the back of Martin Kapal. 1.5 seconds the gap, so absolutely enough, judging by the previous heat we saw. Absolutely enough to get past. And that picture on the side of Michael Malik's car is the scenes 2 weeks ago from our apartment in the Czech Republic, when those three, Jaroslav Donnelly, Martin Kapal, and Michael Malik, were racing together, and I was commentating from the kitchen area. It was quite entertaining. But there we are. Martin Kapal is being hunted down now by his fellow countryman Michael Malik as he goes very sideways again. The poise of the car over that first jump is incredible. But here is the pace that Michael Malik has brought to this race. He is really closing down on the back of Martin's car, and Martin has to go through the Joker then, as we are on the final lap, and that will surely hand the lead to Michael Malek. Yes, it does. Where does Martin come out in relation to Malinowski? Miles ahead. And that will be that. Michael Malek gets the points from this heat he absolutely needs. And that should secure him a very nice start position for race, for the final, in fact. So there we are. Michael Malek wins in 1:27.39. Martin Kapal only a second and a half behind, and Malinowski some 4.6 seconds behind, but a very, very fastest lap from Michael Malek, 41.23. Absolutely setting the pace. And yeah, Tim McNoda will have seen that, and he will be shivering a bit, I expect, because that is a very fast lap indeed. Here we go for our final heat race of round 4 between Teemu Sarkkinen, Tim McNoda, and Rafael Costa. And it's a nice start from Rafael. And a nice start from all three of them, actually. But it is Sarkkinen who gets a nose ahead and dives into the Joker. He has the advantage there. He's on the left-hand side for the start. He's the only car that can have a clean Joker on this kind of opening lap. It's not even past the first timing line yet, and you can go into the Joker. Very unusual layout as Tim DC loses it again. Not the start he needed at all, and very, very slow to get it in reverse. Oh my goodness me, before the lap's even begun, Tim McNoda's race is all but over, and Rafael Costa then spears into the lead with Teemu Sarkkinen only just behind. Costa was definitely held up by Tim DC there, and that is a disaster for both of them. And are we going to see Costa go into the pit, into the Joker? No, he needs to get some track position, as Tim has more of a nightmare. He's almost reverse entry out of the final corner. Absolute disaster for Tim. And for our championship leader, that is not the start to this third heat that he wanted at all. And Rafael Costa needs to unleash all of that pace we've seen from him throughout the championship and today to try and open up the lead against a very fast-charging Teemu Sarkkinen. Teemu Sarkkinen all over the back of Costa, and Costa, well, if he goes into the Joker now, he effectively just hands the lead to Sarkkinen. He hands the race victory to Sarkkinen. He needs to stay ahead if I were him, and he does that. He stays out, gives himself one final opportunity to open up the gap enough. It's a tall order. It really is a tall order. Teemu Sarkkinen's driving excellently here. Let's watch a lap on board from Teemu as he takes the fastest lap. Up and over the first jump. Nice entry into the second jump. Tighter line than Rafael Costa ahead of him. And just wait to see Rafael Costa open the door for Sarkkinen in a moment's time. There he goes, and Sarkkinen straight through, and this will surely be a victory for him. Costa running very, very wide, and we can't even see Tim DC in our shot. He's that far back this heat, but it is the win for Sarkkinen ahead of Costa. And then we just have to wait and see where Tim DC will emerge. He's at the final corner. And here he comes. That is not the finish he would have wanted at all. 15 seconds. The gap. Well, there we are then. Full classification of that race. Teemu Sarkkinen, 2:28.54. Fastest lap for him, a 41.6. Not quite as fast as Michael Malek in the previous heat. But anyway, Rafael Costa, only 2 seconds back after being held up by Tim DC before the first lap had even begun. And Tim DC apparently having controller issues again. It didn't look like a controller issue. It just looked like a bit of a mistake. But if he's having controller issues as well, then that is a nightmare. Hopefully he can get it sorted before our final. Alrighty. Well, the finals are coming up in just a moment's time. The scores are being calculated. And we will be able to confirm what the order will be for our A final. Of course, we're not having any C or B final today. We do not have enough cars in attendance, so we will just go straight to the A final. And all 6 of our competitors will be on the grid. It looks like it will be Timo Sarkkinen on pole position with Michael Malik alongside him and Tim DC. Then Costa, Martin Kapal, and Matthias Malowski. That is our starting order. No extra cars involved. And the layout is being changed by the looks of it for this one. Slight update to the track configuration. There will be a test start to make sure that all the cars can be on the grid. So this start coming up will not be the official start to the race. It's just a test start for the drivers to get used to the layout and also to see how how their competitors do the launch. So the test start coming up in just a moment's time. But yes, a very, very different race this round. There we are. That is the grid. First row, Sarkkinen and Malik. Middle row, Dugnoda and Costa. Final row, Kapal and Malinovsky. This is only a test start. Oh, a bit of lag there from Michael Malik. And the race will be restarted after the first sector. And yet again, Sarkkinen choosing to do the Joker on the first lap. That should have been outlawed, I'd say, but anyway. It shouldn't be possible to do the Joker before the race has started. Anyway, there we go. Let's see if anyone elects to do that this time for the real start. The A final, the only final of this race, of this event, sorry. And there we have Sarkkinen and Malik lining up on the front row. Expect to see Timo Sarkkinen head into the Joker straight away, as he has done in practice. Yep, there he goes. Malowski had a poor start. And, well, he's actually making up some places then as Rafael Costa bumps into him. And it's a great start from Michael Malik and Tim DC. Those two have broken away at the front. Martin Kapal tucks in behind. Kapal has had an error and it's taken Costa with him. It's been an absolute disaster at the back. Malowski's been taken out of that too. So drama at the back. And really, that leaves us with a 2-horse race then. Even Sarkkinen was caught up in all that drama and finds himself way down the order. So it's Michael Malik versus Tim DC. The others' hands have been forced almost by that incident involving Martin Kapal. Martin Kapal is a long way away as Tim DC decides now is the time to do the Joker and give himself a clean run to the finish. Malowski heading into the Joker also. There he is. But Michael Malik has got his first corner very, very wrong. Very wrong. That's going to give Tim DC the news he wants. After some very, very difficult heat races for Tim. This is the news he wants. He's done his Joker. He's got no pressure from behind and almost no pressure from in front. He just needs to drive a very, very cautious end to this race, and he's got it because, well, Michael Malik is right in front of him, only 0.7 of a second, which is more than enough to jump him. Costa goes into the Joker. There he is. As does Martin Kapal. And let's see where he comes out in relation to Malinovsky. It's going to be close. Malinovsky sends one to the inside. And can Martin convert that outside line? Well, almost. Tim has had a bad first chicane, but we're going to keep an eye on this for now. It is Malinovsky who squeaks ahead. But where is Tim? Tim is ahead still. Well, in fact, how did that happen? I guess we must have missed the overtake because Michael Malik was in the lead. So perhaps Michael has had an incident. Michael has to go into the pit lane on the next lap then. He's not gone in now, but Tim Dugnoda has managed to get past Michael Malik somehow. Michael Malik's front end looks quite damaged. And could Michael lose out on even P2 here? Because Sarkkinen has managed to cut his way through the traffic and is right behind now. So Michael has had a disaster unseen to us, unfortunately. And as he goes sideways over that second jump, he's giving more time. Yep, more time being given to Sarkkinen. So P3 at best then for Michael Malik and Tim Dicknotter. Just one corner to go for the host of the Master Race Car Rallycross Championship. Michael Malik goes into the Joker, handing second place to Sarkkinen. But what could have been for Teemu Sarkkinen? He started the race from pole position, but it was Tim DC who came through, our championship leader, who will take full points from this round and will extend his advantage over Michael Malik, who's only able to get P3 out of this round. That's quite surprising. Michael had some great pace. He was leading as we headed into Heat 3. Started on pole in Heat 3 Race 1. But now, unfortunately, has to take third place only from this round. Rafael Costa finishing in P4. And then we're just waiting for the battle between Martin Kapal and Malinovsky. And it's going to be close to the line. I think neither of them wanted to take fifth place there, braking to the line. But it was Martin Kapal who takes P5 and Malinovsky P6. All right, let's get full final classifications of that order. Tim Dicknotter wins and takes full points in 3 minutes, 10 seconds, 0.21. Also takes the fastest lap of the event, 41.0 seconds, 41.07. Absolutely fantastic time. Teemu Sarkkinen, after a great round and a start to this final that was hampered a lot by Martin Kapal, finishes in P2. Michael Malik P3, Rafael Costa in P4, Martin Kapal in P5, and Malinovsky in P6. Provisional points put Tim Dicknotter ahead by my calculations, 14 points ahead of Michael Malik now as we head into round 5 and 6. Rafael Costa P3 in the championship, Malinovsky P4, Dan Balla still in P5, and so on. All right, well, that does bring to a close the action here from round 4 of Master Race Cars Rallycross Championship Season 2. Congrats to Tim Dicknotter, who takes even more points from this round. He didn't enjoy himself too much in a couple of the rounds before because of some controller issues, but he seems to have sorted those out and has converted what were some pretty terrible heat races into the win. It looks like we're going to have a word with Tim Dicknotter. Tim joins us in the commentary box now. Tim, talk about that. I mean, your heat races were, let's be honest, not great, but you managed to convert that into another win in your championship. Tell us how you feel. Tim, are you able to hear us? Looks like Tim's having some audio issues, so we'll give him a moment to see if he can sort those out. And then when we get him, we will be back in a minute. All right, looks like Tim has sorted his microphone out. Tim, how's it going?
The heats were pretty badly. I am still a bit hungover from drinking with the friends yesterday, so it was tough race.
Goodness me, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon where you are. It must have been quite a party. But yeah, your heat races weren't fantastic, but it didn't matter because you put it together in the final. I have to say, I think you were aided slightly by Martin Kapal. I don't know if you saw what happened, but Martin was a cork in the bottle, which held Teemu Sarkkinen and everyone else up quite a lot. We didn't quite see what happened between you and Michael Malik on, I think it was the penultimate lap. Can you tell us what happened?
Michael made a mistake at the jump, and he was almost slowed down on top of the hill, and I had no way to avoid him. So we had a little bit of contact.
It's a shame we missed it. We were too focused on the battle between Martin and Malinovsky. But there we are, 3 minutes 10.2. You took the fastest lap of the event with a 41.07. You saved your best till last, Tim. And with 2 rounds to go, you have a 14-point lead over Michael Malik in the standings. That must make you feel pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I finally could connect everything in the final, so I enjoyed myself.
Great to hear. So yeah, looking forward to the next 2 rounds. We have a couple of interesting tracks coming up. And yeah, first of all, we've got Fernbay, and then we've got West Hill. Which one are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward to West Hill, but I'm fearing Fernbay a bit because it's a pretty hard track on tires, so it will really matter to save the tires till the last lap, because otherwise you can have problems in the last corners.
Well, we look forward to it a lot. In fact, that race coming up on Sunday, the 1st of May. We'll just get the calendar up on your screens right now. But yeah, it's been an awesome competition so far. Just a shame we can't attract some more viewers. So if anyone's watching out there, Tim, what do you want to say to them, and how should they sign up for your series?
First of all, I want to thank everybody who's following the series, be it as watchers, drivers, competitors, people helping with the broadcast and stuff. And if you're interested in just having fun with a car, I mean, this is not really the highest level. We all just drive to have fun. So if you want to have fun on a Sunday afternoon, you can always sign up.
Yeah, and you can do that on the Live for Speed forum in the Master Race Car Rallycross Championship section. In the events and leagues forum there. So lfs.net is your friend. There's also the new event calendar actually on the Live for Speed lobby screen. So if you've not updated your LFS instance, then go and do that and check out the calendar on the lobby screen in Live for Speed, which has been showing the Master Race Car Championship calendar for quite a while. All right, Tim. Well, thanks a lot, and we'll see you on May 1st for the second time at Fernbay. You said you're dreading it. Well, we're looking forward to it now you've said that. So.
Yeah, I wish everybody a happy Easter and enjoy the holiday.
Thanks a lot, Tim. You too. Tim Dicknodder there, the organiser and promoter of the Master Race Car Rallycross Championship Series. And there we have it. That is our calendar. We have completed round 4, just 2 to go. Round 5 on May 1st and the finale on May 8th. We hope you can join us there, either as a viewer or a driver, as Tim said. Please sign up if you fancy having a bit of fun on a Sunday afternoon. We'd love to see you as part of the grid. For everyone here at Sim Broadcast, we wish you a very pleasant evening and a very pleasant rest of your Easter Sunday. Thank you from all of us to all of you, and we'll see you at the next one. Good night.